Hi Leo, welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for January 14th through the 29th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. All right, that flew out. Yay, happy joy times. Are we on a honeymoon? Nice. All right. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Okay, Leo. Leo. Okay. All right, Leo. All right, Leo. Knight of Wands. So this would suggest forward movement and offer. It kind of feels like business related though, like contractual. It's like it's in tandem. Business and love, like everything's going your way. That's interesting. Okay, all right. Death, all right. Eight of Wands, Five of Cups, Knight of Swords. So we have Death, Eight of Wands, Five of Cups, Knight of Swords, Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. I'm going to clarify with these. So you want an ending and a new beginning. You don't want forward movement. We got that. Okay. So perhaps a deal has concluded and now things can begin. Maybe that's what this is about. Maybe this is about you wanting to get out there and be free to do what you want when you want to do it, with who you want to do it, where you want to do it. There's disappointment and sadness though about this ending. And you really would like that freedom for that forward movement to do what you want to do, say what you want to do. It feels like somebody's kind of shrugging off a heavy coat. Wow, you don't want kids or you don't want to revisit the past. You have no use for nostalgia or sentimental attachment right now. This came out. Leo. This is about working. Okay, so we've got two knights, two eights, Five of Six, and Death. Put that right here. Two knights, two eights. So let me see here. So two knights is intimacy and two eights is new knowledge. So perhaps we found out about somebody being intimate. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like this is shaking something off though. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. So what's this Death about? What's this Death about? This could be Pisces or Cancer. This could be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. It doesn't have to be. Somebody in a very secure position feels solitary, and this is them making sense of using their intuition to help guide this new beginning, to help solidify the ending and guide the new beginning. Pretty straightforward there. There's been an ending and you feel it's like it was the best. It was a solid decision. It left you whole, and going inward, using your intuition, probably being strategic too. There's an element of being guarded about this new, we got horses here. We got movement, but it's strategic movement. Being guarded. It's like that go and tell no one type thing. You don't want forward movement. You don't want to talk to this person. You're fine with the ending. You don't want to talk to this person. Whoever this person that you broke up with, even if there's kids involved, you don't want to revisit the past. You don't want a soulmate connection. You don't want anything heavy right now. It feels like there's stuff for you to do. There is disappointment and sadness. Why? Because there's been a breakup, of course, but it's just Five of Cups about. This is pretty straightforward. Wow, heavies. Look at this. Do you see the heavies here? Whew. A new beginning. Could be there was no. Okay, so this could be Aries. There's a new beginning, a leap of faith here. Starting off on a new beginning And it looks like it is all about you. It gets to be all about you. Maybe you're seeing someone to talk about this. There's somebody that you trust in an advisory capacity that you're talking to about the sadness you feel. It's like you're at the precipice, literally, like you're about to step off the cliff, which is great. All good things. Things are taking off. Things are, going to be good. It's going to be what you want. You have the freedom now, but there is that residual sadness that you might be talking to someone about. This also is about you making sure that it's what you want this time around. I get the feeling that for some of you, it's not that it was toxic, it just wore you the hell out, this relationship. It could have been that somebody else had too many demons or too much baggage or something, but it's like you've been set free, and you're closely guarding that. Again, with the closely guarding, you're closely guarding that freedom. You're really being careful about making sure this is about you and what you want. All right. What's this Knight of Swords? Knight of Swords. If this isn't happening, it may very well that you come to a place where you're disappointed and you seek out someone to help you understand that disappointment. What's this Knight of Swords about? Making a decision that leads to happiness. Okay, so things come into roost. That could be what you want to figure this out. You want to resolve it. You want the clarity. Let's be done with it. Let's move on. I want the happy. Nothing wrong with that. This could be instrumental in that, getting someone helping you get to the root of problems. If you're looking at things where there's someone else's culpability or yours, this could also be that for some of you, I get that you feel like somebody might owe you an apology, that it would be very nice if they could deal with their past issues and then come back and say, oh my gosh, I realized this, I realized that, I was wrong, and clear the air. This isn't about reunion, but this is about somebody dealing with their own stuff individually, perhaps in separate corners, and then someone owning up to their own stuff that involved you or that was drama for you. And I think that you're like all about keeping the pipes clean. Like, okay, I want to get to the bottom of this so that I can move forward. And I want to hurry up and make that decision so that I can get to my happy. And you don't want kids, or you don't want, even if there are kids involved, you don't want to have to talk to the other person. You have no use for sentimental soulmate attachments, longevity, anything like that. You want to shed the old. This is all about shedding the old, reckoning with any kind of past baggage and clearing the pipes, keeping the pipes clear for future endeavors. Got no time for anything to hold you back or drag you down. And this is you working. So you're going to be talking to someone to clear the pipes, and you're going to be working on yourself as well as being productive at work. What's this Eight of Pentacles about? Good Lord, look at all these heavies. Ooh, Major Arcana. Okay, so again with the new beginning, the ending and the new beginning, this is about healing from that, about faith being restored. You are very happy. I get this very solitary energy. We got two. This might be you finally being able to do what you want, being social, going out, doing what you want to do, with and whom you want to do things with or for, whatnot, whatever you want to do. It gets to be finally about you, but you're healing from the past relationship. Really, this is a time for you to blossom and do your own thing, and to restore your vitality, your faith. We've got two cards about taking, two cards about taking a leap of faith here. So this could be Aries, could be Scorpio. It's all about you getting you back to center and restoring you and setting things to rights. Balance and healing restored. A new beginning that you need to have faith in, that you're working on being whole again. So it's very good that you don't want any communication. You don't want the past coming back. You're done with it. You need to be done with it. That was a very trying situation for you. I get the very strong impression that somebody had a lot going on that you just got kind of sucked into, and being who you are, you helped solve a lot of problems. You helped mitigate. You kept continually probably trying to help them get on the right path, call the appropriate people, make the appropriate decisions, this and that, whatever. And it was just exhausting, and it didn't amount to anything. Round and round we go. We kept circling the drain. So, yeah. All right. Leo, what does Leo need to know? Leo. Yep. This is being in tune with others, so much so that sometimes at the expense of yourself, you lose who you are or what you want. It's like you put your stuff on the shelf to attend to somebody else, only that somebody else never really gets off the ground. So this is about you taking your power back, pulling back, not forgetting who you are, or putting your needs first, like not putting someone else's needs at the expense of your own, getting back to that secure position, going inward, pulling back, and building yourself back up from the inside. So, and if that's in your nature, it's not that that's going to go away. It's just that you're going to be more mindful about how to, in this new beginning, about how to take care of yourself as well, about how to keep you happy when you're trying to coexist with somebody else and maybe they're not happy. This is all about you not serving someone else at the expense of yourself. Leo, harsh truth. Leo. Oh, guiding children. You are good at counseling, helping, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now, but here's the thing. That's very true, because especially if you're a nurturer, and your Leos tend to be very noble, very honorable, very always willing to show up to help, can-do attitude, very confident and assertive and helpful, and it's almost like you're the one that everybody goes to when it hits the fan. It could very well be that you're dealing with, this is saying that you don't want to deal with kids or past life issues or past trauma or anyone with somebody from the past. However, this speaks to probably your natural inclination to help people with inner child issues. A lot of people refer to past trauma as, well, my inner child, this and that, or because that's the time when the trauma happened when they were kids, and they're still dealing with the wants and needs of the kid at that age in the present day. So this could be that you're very good at sort of collecting people that have a need to heal that inner trauma. Don't. Or if you do, it has its place. It gets shut off at a certain time, because you can't do that at the expense of yourself. It's fine to be in tune with someone and to be in service of, but you're not a vortex. Like, you can't be sucked dry, and you're not, that's not your place. That might be one of the things you're able to do, is help people heal and to get to the happy and the good. The only thing is that as long as you're rescuing, someone needs to stay lost. And so it's just this constant, and then you never get your needs met, and then we end up here. So just be mindful of that this has its place in restoring, but it can't be all that you are in the relationship. All right, Leo. And be mindful too, with this Five of Cups, this is disappointment and sadness. Just know that it's obviously a natural byproduct of a relationship ending, but you might find that while you're doing recovery work, or you're just dealing with a therapist or talking to somebody that you trust, that one, there's going to be a lot of anger at the effort and the part of yourself that you gave away that you can't get back, or that you feel like you can't get back. Well, that's fine. You can restore it. It's fine. But don't shy away from that. Don't sit there and go, oh, I only want happy thoughts. No, you have to go through the unhappy to get to the happy. You have to have that reckoning. Okay, so it's going to pass. Just allow it. It's a walk in the park. That fell out. Blessed. Reversed. Wow, thanks. Okay, one more. Leo. Why? Okay. Let me get the book here, because I'm not proficient yet. This means that you really need to hear this message. So just saying. Hold on a minute. All right. Humility is called for now, as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. In a way, you have to hit rock bottom, and what is required now is nothing less than total surrender. Then you will be blessed. So I think this speaks to an ego that we have about a large part of who you are might be helping others, and there's a lot of gratification in that for you. But you also have to recognize the correlation, or why it has depleted you so much. There's got to be boundaries restored. There's got to be your sense of self restored. Otherwise, someone's drawn from an empty well and you can't give what you don't have. So there's got to be some kind of disconnect between you doing what you do for others in a relationship and you getting your needs met. It has to be separate. It can't be all that there is. And it can't be where you get your source. It can be, but it can't be the only place that you get your sense of self or your sense of worth in a relationship. There are other ways for you to be restored, to be given to in relationships, to matter, to be revered and exalted in relationships. So this isn't your only worth, is what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way. What you do for others is not your only worth. Okay, let's get to this one. It says, why? The proverbial question, why? We don't always know why we engage in our relationships in the way we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. Now is the time to recognize whether you are being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in the past. There's that reckoning, and here's that person to help you see through it, that emperor. Where are we? When you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? And why did I say that? Why did I do that? And spend some time in introspection, the answers may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition, from the knowing deep within you. What does it tell you about yourself and others? In the end, life is all about being loved. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. Uncover them by posing the most powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today. Why? And there you have it. Okay, so I think that's what this reckoning is about, because you don't want to do everything that you've done in the past. You don't want to keep doing that. You don't want to keep repeating this cycle. We got 2 deaths here, kind of doubling down on that. It's not the only question, but it does bear asking. Why do I continue to do this? Why does this keep happening? Perhaps it's you that needs to go back and look at your own childhood issues as well. And I'm not saying, a lot of people are like, oh God, I don't want to deal with that. Well, why would you? It was painful, wasn't it? But there is something that might be sort of festering that needs to be looked at, so you don't keep repeating the same cycles in the present and keep choosing the same partners that deplete you in the present. All right, shutting up. Leo, I hope this was helpful. You're flying solo in this one. You're on your own and trying to do the work and recover and just look at what needs to be looked at so you're happy. All right. I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.